yourself a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, this is a long one.
It is?
It is. We have lots to talk about.
We do?
Yes.
Where was I?
We have been trying to sit down and do a signature glass of wine for 2 weeks, and it's just not happened because there's been so much going on.
Actually, we're going out for a signature glass of wine because we're going wine tasting.
We're going wine tasting, so we're very excited, but there's a lot on this very busy road now, Director. You better watch what you're doing there. Say yes, ma'am.
Do you want to drive?
No, I don't want to drive.
Then shut up.
God, you do. All right, I will shut up. No, I won't.
I'm an excellent driver.
You are an excellent driver.
Dad always let me drive.
Just sometimes you get a little, oh, yikes, like that.
Oh, take my wife, please.
Okay, so first of all, new glasses, new hairdo, and I'm letting it grow longer. I liked it straight and long, and I talked to my hairdresser about not frying my hair with a curling iron, you know, which I was doing before. Anyway, so I'm real happy with that.
And I'm letting my hair grow.
And you're letting your hair grow, which looks so nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so let's get to the weight loss first. The last 2 weeks has been utter chaos, which we'll talk about.
The last 2 weeks have been a major cheat for the director.
Yeah. Well, I haven't done too much better either.
Oh, come on.
Oh, well, now...
You lost 2.5 pounds.
I lost 2.5 pounds over the last 2 weeks, which I'm really kind of shocked about. And
well, I'm amazed that I lost a half a pound, considering the way I ate the last
time. It's just been, well...
It was delicious.
Yeah, you know, when you get under a lot of stress, I mean, I hit the wine, and he hits the food, and the next thing you know, you got 5 pounds deal. You're dealing with 5 pounds.
But we got it back off. That was our goal, to get to today and be back to where we were, which essentially I am, and you were even much better than where you were.
I am a half a pound up, just a half a pound more, and I will be at the exact weight I was when I said I need to get down that 30 pounds, because I've lost 29.5 pounds, and you've lost how much? 27? 27. All right, so now the chaos. A week ago, Wednesday, 2 days ago, on the what day? The 8th. Was easier.
Which was supposed to be our closing date on the condo.
Yeah, go ahead. Just don't look at the camera.
They just kept asking for more and more extensions on the closing date, and their money was coming from a bank in Hawaii, and evidently it was, you know, spam and poi days, so the bank wasn't too concerned with expediting the money. And when we talked to their lender, he made it sound like, well, you know, we'll get the money sometime. And we finally said, no, we've had enough. We're not going to grant any more extensions. So we just pulled out of the deal and thought it over and said, you know, we're really happy where we are. We have a nice place. We're not going anywhere. So we just didn't have it in us to put it back on the market and go through all that horse manure again. So we're staying put. We're not moving anywhere.
So this bank guy, when he calls to tell us that her money is hung up, and of course I want to just quickly say, this was not supposed to be any kind of contingent sale. We were told she's got financing, she's got the loan approval, blah, 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 blah. Well, there was this little tiny sentence in there that said she was getting her down payment via a line of
credit from her house in Hawaii.
Right. So we said, well, okay, that, you know, fine, that makes sense. Well, we didn't realize that she hadn't sold her house yet. They forgot to tell us that little bit.
And we looked at the house. We went online and stuck in the address and looked at the house. It's a little
hut shack
in Hawaii that's worth about $500,000-$600,000.
Can you imagine that?
And you know, they kept telling us the appraisal was done, and the appraisal hadn't been done. So anyway.
And of course, we weren't able to keep the earnest money because we pulled out of the deal. Can you believe that? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I get up each morning and I say, I don't have to move. I don't have to move. That's all I care about.
Yeah. So we're very happy with the decision. The one thing I was going to say about this bank guy that called, and I'm like over the top, I'm like insane, and I said, you got to take over, because I'm like ready. I am gone. Nova is what I have gone. And he says, well, you know, it's Hawaii. Things just move slower in Hawaii. Well, they don't move slower in Oregon. Let me tell you, Buster. Anyway.
When the going gets tough, Jill gets going.
I do. I try so hard to keep my emotions in check, but sometimes I just like, okay, so that's taken care of. We're not moving. We're happy about it. We have a few obstacles in the condo that we need to deal with, but really they're just like this big. I had my cancer checkup this week or so back, and I had all my blood work done, and I actually went in and saw the oncologist, and he said, this report is good. This blood work is okay. He said, but I took up your record, and I started looking at your records since we got started on this little journey, and he said, I want you to look at this graph. So, you start out here at the very beginning, and then each month, or each 3 months when I went in for blood work, it goes straight, and it might go down a shit, might go down a shit. Well, anyway, from point A, we've gone to point D.
And this is one of the important.
This was, yeah, one of the markers. So he said, at this point, we're okay. He said, but because it's beginning to really be noticeable in the whole scheme of things, we need to start really keeping close tabs on this and look at down the line here, maybe chemo. He said, but we don't want to do that right yet, because once we get started on this, it's a different kind of cancer, and once you get started on that chemo, you don't do like a course of it and stop. You're on it for long term, and a lot of it's steroids, and we don't want to go there. So that was another reason why we said, you know what, and I found out about this blood work and my oncology appointment the day before the 8th. It was the 7th, so we had like that day to say, let's weigh all this out again, and that really wasn't it. The kind of the last little pick on
when
it.
we sat down with the oncologist, he is so good, and he's got such a good attitude towards this, and good treatment plan, and he's knowledgeable. He's young. He's young. Harvard Med School graduate.
Yeah.
So we said, that was the other thing. To change our health insurance and change our doctors just didn't make any sense.
Not at this point in time.
Yeah. And Jill has this other thing going on that the doctor wanted to prescribe steroids for her, and we find out that the oncologist says, no, you don't want to take any steroids now, because
it kind of triggers it, doesn't it?
If you have to take them later, it can mess up the treatment for the cancer. So it was good that we saw him, and we've got a lot of confidence in him. And
we're exhausted.
Yeah.
We're just, what?
And then on the business front, we lost a big chunk of our largest client. We supply souvenir type jewelry to, we were supplying souvenir type jewelry to 11 aquariums and 7 zoos, and they've decided they want to go to sustainable gifts, which our jewelry is not. So we lost that chunk of our business.
So there you are. We're staying put. Got a haircut, doctor's appointment. There seemed like there was one other thing I was going to say. So, okay, so now I'm still trying to find things that have been shoved in drawers and cabinets and closets that we had to do for, staging the place. So this has been a real challenge, just trying to find our stuff again. The garage is a nightmare because we shoved stuff down there so we could, show the house. Anyway.
And we got some pieces of furniture we want to replace. Yeah. We have a couple of large chairs in the living room that are beautiful. We had them personally handmade, all Stickley style, Mission style, quarter-sawn white oak chairs, but they're just too large for our small condo, so we're going to sell those and replace those. And we're planning lots and lots of trips.
Lots of more trips. Lots of more trips.
Lots of more.
Lots of more. So back to Jill for today now. Yeah. We're kind of settling down here. I'm getting ready to get back into some videos on cooking. And we're going to do enchiladas smart points, and the director actually figured this out. Maybe you all have figured it out, but we're going to do that on camera, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. He's going to make a Spanish rice, which is like knockdown delicious, and we're doing enchiladas. So we're going to do that on camera, and then I'm going to start regularly cooking again. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to start cooking and getting back into that scene. And you know, I think the other thing, and I would like your opinion on this, he doesn't know about this, I'm thinking about maybe doing not necessarily a daily vlog, but maybe kind of, you know, a vlog 2 or 3 times a week, where I just sit down and tell you how I'm feeling and what's on my mind and what it feels like getting mature. I don't know how many mature ladies we have out there, but we might share the same kind of feelings about stuff. So I'd like your opinion on that. If you say don't do it, or say, yeah, that might be kind of cool. Are we done here?
I think so. That wasn't quite as much as I
Well, that was, yeah, it was only about 10 minutes. It was good.
We're on our way over Chehalem Mountain.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
There's vineyards, tree farms, hazelnut orchards. It's really quite spectacular. That's another thing we would have missed terribly in Boise. We love to get out and take drives in the country. And this is so green and wooded and beautiful. And like we said before, in Boise, you get outside of Boise, you better be real fond of sagebrush. So
we have a viewer, oops, gosh, I'm sorry. We have a viewer who's regular viewer, and I'll never get the whole name right, but she knows it's semi whatever, and I think she lives in the upper Washington State area. And she kept writing, why are you moving? Why are you moving from the Pacific Northwest? It's so beautiful. Why would you move? So guess what? We're not moving. I hope you're happy, semi. All right, I think we're done here.
I think so.
I think so. We're very happy. We're relieved. We're sorting it all out emotionally. And there you go. So.
But it's enchiladas Saturday night, so
yeah.
We'll be back soon.
Yep. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Tell your friends. Subscribe. Hit that little bell down there, and it'll go red. And then when I upload a video, you'll be notified. And subscribe if you haven't. And check into my Amazon shop. I hate to be like that, but
No.
Anything you buy in that Amazon link, I get just a little tiny bit of money from it. Not much, a couple dollars. No, not even that, a couple cents. And that's it, right?
That's it.
All right, everybody, take care. We'll see you.
Have a great weekend.
Oh, have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon. Say goodbye.
Bye.